Welcome to Factorio Reverse Megabase. My name is Nila, so this is episode 2 of our new and weird Let's Play. So thank you very much for all the support and all the encouragement from the first episode. It was a bit of a gamble for me, whether I was like, yeah, you know what, I don't know, maybe people will just go like, yeah, it's not interesting, it's cheating. There were a few, but that's fine. There will be something where whatever I do doesn't really appeal to them. And that's perfectly fine, but I'm really happy with all the encouragement and support, so here we are in the second episode. It looks like the way we left it off, but not quite indeed. Oh yeah, by the way, look at this out here in the rim. I think we just need to get used to it. I really like it so that the middle is clear, but you can see that there's something, these scan lines, they can see there's something weird about it. It probably doesn't work very well on YouTube compression, but it looks really nice. So that everything is clear, so there's no static on the middle of the field here, but it's only static on the edge, so you can kind of still see if you're in the map mode or in real mode, but it's not obstructive to what you're actually focusing on. Anyway, so what is this? I have made a grid around here, and I have now, yep, I had to move this thing here so that it's kind of in the, oh my god, it's not at all in the middle. How is this not in the middle? How did I miss that? That reaches like a tiny bit in. That's it. It is in the middle. Only reason why it's not in the middle is simply, okay, let's take that one out. It's simply these corners here that make it look like it's not in the middle. If I put this one in, and if I put the same one in over on the other side, then I'm pretty sure it looks a lot more middle-ish. Oh yeah, now it looks a lot more middle-ish. Good. Alright, no reason to panic. Alright, so the reason why I'm doing this is because I want an octagon. I want an octagon because I want trains to be coming in. I will have 7 inputs, 7 science inputs here. 7 science inputs, that's almost 8. Yeah, you heard it here first. 7 is almost 8. And almost 8 is a perfect number. And then I guess like the 8th diagonal or whatever we want to make it could be where we built power or something to that effect. So what is this? This will mean we are going to find the middle. Middle again is up here. And we're going to start looking at trains in this episode. That's not how we do things. We're actually doing it the other way around. We start by requesting that one, 100. Everything we request must be cleaned up as well. Here, that one, 50. That one. Otherwise, when we move things one tile. So what we're going to do today, otherwise, if we move things one tile, then we end up with a ton of stuff in our inventory, and that's not great. So there we go. We now have various different things. Okay, and then let's put them on the hotbar. Down there, that one, that one. And then it kind of sucks that we can't put this one, but that's okay. So let's start by just saying that one, that one. That's probably going to be how we want it. So very basic. This is going to be going up to some kind of science, and then you can't right click on the map menu. You have to click here, select an icon, and that's going to be an icon over on this side. And that goes bleep. Somewhere up there, we'll have the white signs. Then over on the edge, actually want these to be here. Then it looks much more like an octagon like this. Yeah, that looks much better, except for that one. Yeah, and the overlap is because otherwise it doesn't fit with the grid. And now I have to figure out which went the middle one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's that one, the one I'm standing by. This one. I have to make a diagonal around this one somehow. Not you. It's always super weird to do this. And if I rotate, it's not at all the same. Not at all. Yeah. Okay, so And it's kind of very wide pathing, but that might be okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. And I'll take sort of this one. And we got some Roger robots. All right, let's get a few more of these and then keep working. We want to keep our signs going at all times, if at all possible. If at all possible. Let me just check. Is this it? It looks it. Yep. And then obviously that one and that one. Yes. So that looks much more like an octagon now, and we can see where they want to go out. So trouble is afoot because we have, let's make a train or a train station. This train station is going to be big. I'm going to use stations or trains that are, usually my trains are 2-8, so 4-16 sounds about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not even close. (13, 14, 15, 16). Yeah. And then there. Alright, let's check. That's 14. So the train is almost, I'm gonna copy, not train stop names, but train stop there. And the train here is almost as long as the entire here. So one of the things is we have to consider is, are we going to take the train? So we'll have one wagon outputting to one column. That's the only thing that makes sense in my opinion, in my world. Let's do some different math here, and we'll bring up the calculator. Each wagon will contain 8,000 signs times 16 wagons, and I'm consuming 3,000 per minute. That means every 42.67 minutes, 42 minutes and 40 seconds, I have to have a train coming in. So this is not going to be super congested when it comes to trains. It's just going to be one train is going to be stuck there for a long time while the other one gets loaded. And then we'll have two trains, one always unloading and the other one either going towards loading, getting loaded and coming back, all within a 42-minute cycle. So that's our objective. Probably going to make it on a 40-minute cycle just to make things a bit easier. But it also means that if we look at each column here, there are 8 in a column. Oh, this is this. 8 in a column. Each one takes 23.45. That's how much signs per minute is used. You can see that on the research speed. This is how much per minute, and how much is that per second times 8. So it's 3.13 per second that's being consumed, and half a belt is 22.5. So it's not much. But back to this one. So our objective is either we make the train sort of something like this maybe, or this, where it's kind of evenly spaced, or we space it so that the actual wagons are spaced correctly. So let me just see if this seems correct. This one is the first wagon is overlapping with the third lab, and it's kind of like this or like that. So I think this would be it, but I don't like that particularly. So I think I'm going to go with the other option, because then it'll make the trains more symmetric. We're going to move this 100 times, so just FYI on that. And have to go back. It's overlapping with the first column there. I'm going to put it here. All right, so okay, how are we going to do this? Well, I think I'm going to take all the trains in the same direction. So I'm going to simulate that there are 4 trains coming in, because there will be 4 trains here on this one, and as well as down here will be 4 trains. So we'll make sure that it can also handle 4 trains. So I think that because it's every 42 minutes, I can actually just make one big roundabout where I have these 4 and they go out in a sort of circle here. And then there are branches on and off this roundabout here. So that basically this will be green signs or red signs, for example. Red signs will come in here and the bonus train will wait until this train has started moving away, and then it'll move in, go around the roundabout and come in. Ideally, we would have sort of a stacker, a 1-to-1 stacker, so that it came in and just parked. But I also want to make it sort of compact-ish. If we can make like these big designs here, it's going to be looking absolutely amazing at some point in the far future. So what I want to work on is a way that these can fill up a full belt. Because if we can do that for 2 trains, then I can just double it and then the other one comes in here. All right. So because I want to have sort of a roundabout here, and the other train is waiting here, here, and here, instead of waiting right behind, then I think I need a bit of a buffer. And what if we do something like this? Just to illustrate. There. This one, output and input. This one, output and input. And we can just put this one on the box, a box here. That's super simple. That here. Boom. Yeah. Next question is, where are we going to put this? I mean, it would seem super nice if that one could be here, and then, yeah. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. It's very simple. And it allows us to, it could actually go here, and then it can start sort of branching out to one of these. And what we'll just need to do is make sure that if I build another one, try to build it as big, but for example, right there, this one would be shifted by 1. Copy, cut by 1. There. So that it would be able to go out here next to it. And that would basically be how we would get 4 trains inbound. Obviously, we don't need 4 trains on the top one, but I want to make sure that we design it for 4 trains so I can just copy paste it down here. And it's going to look the same. I like this. I like it a lot, except for the fact that there's going to be an awful lot of spaghetti to sort of wrangle it all the way over there. And that's probably going to be our main issue. I don't know if this is enough space, but there will be some warning. Some spaghetti may be included. Like here. And this one will then come from that one. And then this one. Okay, now let's just be a bit naive and hopeful about this there. So that at least they will fire up. That looks good. I can take this one. Somehow without the tracks, otherwise they scale really hopelessly. And of course the second one is already going to be messing up because of that. There will be no... Oh, this is typical, right? It's typical that something just... We just came up with something nice and then you have to go ruin it, you stupid substation. You substation. You're not even a station to me. You're a substation. Yeah. Goodbye, substations. So much for our naivety for this. Power is something that it'll just have to be done. We don't care optimizing for that. It'll just have to work. There. There. Yeah. It's kind of risky with this sort of building all of it at once. There. So that no power on, unfortunately. But the thing is, I mean, I could still do this one. And just no one will ever notice this. There. See? No one will notice. You can't see that's kind of one-off. But there is another big issue, and that's this one. As you can see, things are getting closer and closer to here. So this might not even be the right place to build it, so I don't have to freak out about those positions yet. Yeah, so quite clearly not working like this yet. It has to have more space than this. Significantly more space. Okay, so good news is we can take this one out. Bad news is we have to take everything out. And I'll take this one. It's a cut, yes please. And then I just move it up 2 tiles. Go. As you can see, I've decided to add a few more robots to my inventory, and that's probably a good idea, right? I think that's the right thing to do. Yeah. It just doesn't seem to really catch up here. This might not even be enough anyway. It's still not enough. Yeah, it's just not even close to enough still. Okay, so we have to do something else. I think it's because the trains... Oh no, I know that. I know. Oh my god, I got the best idea ever. Ha! There. It's still gonna be a 1, 2. But it won't be able to support it, will it? Oh no! See, the thing is, trains in Factorio, they don't care about push or pull. They're just happy that there is a locomotive. So this is going to be 2 pullers and 2 pushers, like good old trans-American trains with sort of middle things. Ah, that's so much nicer. Did you hear that sigh of relief? That was totally there. That was good. There we go. I mean, now I'm just wondering how many have been yelling at you can push the train. It's even going to be more symmetric. It's just nice in so many ways, this solution. Damn. Alright, sometimes I do get good solutions. Ah, great. And this one as well. That'll make it a lot smoother here. And now we can also see that already at this point there's no problem. Good. So we can make it tighter, right? What if instead that one went like this? Then all of this is available. Yeah, so that means all of this could be moved up as well. I want to get as close as possible to the station. And I guess that's the closest we can theoretically even get here. And this one doesn't have to be this close. It can be like that and still be okay. Likewise, this one could also be just... Oh yeah, that's the new thing. I couldn't drag it to the side. So at this point we'll start from the other side, because now we need to make sure that this one is working. That's not how it works. It'll be way more symmetric. I love it. Why did I not think about that before? Push-pull station. And I wonder if there's going to be a problem with the push-pull locomotives. Yeah, I think this episode is going to be having a bit more spaghetti than I'd like. But that's okay. It's... One of the big things about building a base like this is that I want it to be aesthetic, and what is more aesthetic than having trains or having... Okay, so this one, that's the question. Can we stick it to this level? Like there. That would require that this one goes here. And that's means yeah, so that's possible. Good. It's actually looking rather hold on. Oh, it's not actually possible, is it? It would have to this. I don't even know. I'll try it. I'll try and see if how compact I can make it. This goes out. That one. That one's out. And all of this is out. Yeah. All right, that's good. That's good. It's not pretty. Yay, that one's straight in. Why is it sometimes going one way and sometimes going as early as possible, sometimes as late as possible? That makes no sense. Let's just do that one. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, I think that we've kind of decided that the answer is as late as possible. Okay, so that's here. And how much can we then move it? I can move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. All right. Well, if I move it 6 tiles, then I'm gonna kill that lane. But you know, we can pretty quickly start that up again. I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna take it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. Got it. That's just this part out here. All right, and we will now see that the trains. These ones will start drying out. And we need to... So everything just goes out at once. And that would be so lovely if we could have just gotten that. Why is this one not connected? It is now. So the question is now, do I want to move the top one up by 2 just because? Or do I want to move the whole thing just 2 down because that's as compact as possible? This one can actually just be built there. There's really no reason not to, except power poles. Yeah. All right, that is certainly compact. Also, to a fault, it is compact here. And we are going to reestablish our network here. And we're going to do that by... let's also see if I can take that sort of easily and just stamp it down here and just see how far off it is. Obviously, there's a slight difference on the spacing. So the question is this spacing or that spacing the correct one? That's hard to say. Okay, so that's wagons onto, I think it's this one. And I think that's gonna be where I want it. And then we'll just finagle it at some point. Whoa, I did not expect that they would go out there immediately. All right, well, I guess they did. I'll take this one out, and instead I'm gonna infinity loader. Did not work. Infinity unloader. There. They are technically two different entities, I guess. There. Okay, it looks like one is correct and the other one just needs to be shunted over by 2 tiles. That's super nice. The interesting thing is the middle ones where it gets a bit tight. Whether that's going to be a problem. Doesn't look like it. Well, it wouldn't actually be this side that would cause trouble. It would be the other side that causes trouble. That one. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah, so now that's... Still don't have power on this. This is kind of bad. That was extremely easy. There. I am gonna ignore that for a bit, just to look at... It looks very symmetric. That one is branching into that one. I think that's okay. This one, and then... Yeah, okay. Alright, at this point, we are going to figure out how to do the power, but that's another matter. What I want to do is illustrate that we can get the whole thing up and running again. Nope. There, 1, 2. And there are actually these weird train wagons here. Let's just do 50 of those. Let go. Like that. Yeah, and then I'm going to copy this train. Remember the train. Output, output, not actually output here, but certainly down here. I'm gonna output it there, there. Here. And what I want to do on this train is, let's see, this one is going to be... Okay, I think we have to figure out the powering of this first. Now, obviously, we can't follow the normal pattern, but that's okay. We'll just do something else. Maybe... Maybe just one every 2 would be good. That one. And then that one. How did that work out like this? Oh, like that. Okay, never mind. It was okay. Yeah. And then there. Yeah, that's a perfect setup. I like it. I like it a lot. So, next is I am going to take on this one. What? Cannot reach. And this one will be outputting infinitely. Just do 200 so I don't have to pick up so much. This will replace it so that by the end of the episode we still have things operational. I can't remember if I want this one red or green, but that doesn't matter. I think. Now, obviously, it won't be able to fill up the belt if it was running smoothly all the time, but it is not, and that's important. So, like that, and go down to the south part and do the same thing. Going to, again, get the power pole and going to do it exactly the same way. There. You know, you could have copy-pasted that, but... There. So that's good. And now we're going to just randomly build things. Let's do military. And then do blue. And we're now re-establishing our network with just a bit more infrastructure to it. That is basically what we are going to be making in this episode, is a structured unloading location for all the signs. And it doesn't seem like much, but everything we do has to sort of be designed in a context of a much bigger base. So we have currently, if you look at science, last 10 minutes, that's when we started working on it, took it out, got a bit of bursts. That was just whatever was left in it, and then hopefully we'll start seeing everything flowing again. We're not though. We're not. Something. Yeah. Okay, so we still have the same issue of the missing undergrounds. The quest for the missing undergrounds. That one. How's that one? Oh. Is this misplaced? How is this one misplaced? Well, how it is, I don't know, but it is. It certainly is misplaced. Huh. Is it not? Is it misplaced up here as well? No, it looks good. How did that get misplaced? It is also weird that it's not consistent. This is at the front, this is at the back, this is at the front, this is at the back. Yeah, not super consistent. But what about this one? This is at the front, this is at the back, this is at the front, this is at the back. The front, this is the back. But that one is just one off. How did this happen? Shouldn't it be symmetrical? I can't figure that out. I wanted it to work. There's also something weird here. Yeah, it still has the same problem out there. I think it's because okay, I shifted it by 1. So I thought that if I had 5 here and 5 there, that's good. That should be good. I know. All right, we're gonna have to fix it up here. So it is correct that this one is not going to work. I have to make all of this 1 over, this one 1 over, this one 1 over, because that is the grid. It works for every other one, but every other one is not good enough. So this one is completely off as well. That one needs to go here. Hold on, to check these out. And that was the last one. So we just did that as as a time loop, just to time wrap to make it faster. I'm also going to fix the other one, but you don't need to see that. And yeah, so I actually think this is looking nice and somewhat symmetric. I'm going to go with somewhat symmetric. And we're going to get the same one down here, and then we'll be back to our 3000 signs per minute. Now we have an unloading location for our trains, and then we just need to build it in here and figure out how we're going to do the wrapping here and then out towards new locations. That's going to be task for the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and stay effective as always.